Welcome to Hangman Tarot. Happy October. It is October, finally, the month of October. We are here. It is 10/2, so it is October 2nd, actually. We are going to get started here with your tarot card reading on currently how are they feeling about me. So we're going to find out zodiac-wise who it is that who's on your mind, okay? Who's on your mind currently as far as anybody. This could be love, friendship, work. It could be anything. So we're going to get started here. But before I get started, I want you to make sure that you go ahead and hit subscribe for Hangman Tarot. When you hit subscribe, you're going to click the bell button. As soon as you do that, you're going to receive all of my notifications. And as well as that, I want you to go check out all the social media links, all the platforms in the description box. When you go check those out, please share, like, and follow. All righty. So we are going to get started with some current energy. So currently, we're going to go in straight into Aries. So Aries, currently, who is on your mind? And what does Aries need to know with these current energy and currently needing to know from a person on their mind? Let's do one more. Gotta make sure we're shuffled good. All right, I am going to timestamp quickly here. So let me get that. All right, let's get going. Okay, so we're going to find out currently how you both feel as far as this individual goes for you, Aries. Let me get this out of the way. Good grief. Okay. Okay, alrighty. All right, so got Empress upright, King of Wands is upright also. So we have kind of the mother energy, the Venus energy, a very sexual, fiery, passionate, action, full of abundant, you name it, feel good energy, feel good vibes, feel good anything. Empress upright, okay? So that is you, indicating you. And as far as King of Wands goes, I'm going to indicate that this is the person that is on your mind. So we are dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, probably specifically. This person is probably a boss type, some type of a leader. They're very stable, and that's kind of probably what drew you to them. I will confirm that with a card, obviously. They're constantly making decisions, so they're probably dealing with quite the ship to lead. So, and they take the lead in the relationship also, and this is fairly new. And they're ready to focus on this relationship. That's how they're actually feeling. And you're very sexually charged when they're around. So you're very excited about this, and you're totally down for feeling good. Vibes are great. Energy's great here. And you're like, take the lead, have it, go ahead. Okay. All right. We're going to find out what brought the two of you together. But before we do that, I want to see how you are emotionally feeling with your person. Definitely a fire sign, for sure. Okay, so you might actually be older than this person. So that doesn't mean specific. That can resonate either way. But you're feeling like, as far as emotionally, you're definitely feeling like you're a little bit fearful here, especially when they're leading. You're very fearful of lack of control or lack of discipline or some sort of order in your life. And so you're very specific when it comes to making sure that everything's this, and this. So the fact that this person is actually leading you is emotionally making you a little distraught, but not terribly. I wouldn't say terribly. That would definitely just be some limits or doubts that you're having, probably. That's all I'm thinking. Okay, they have some type of hesitation also. They definitely have positive emotion towards you, and they have this movement. They have that forward motion movement, and they keep gaining. So there is a whole yes here as far as like romance and some sort of like start. So it's almost like all over again. So maybe you've already dealt with this person. You could have already dealt with this individual. Does that mean, yeah, that's what it is? No. Again, however that resonates for you. So a connection that brings the two of you together. Nine of Cups, that is in reverse. Two of Swords, that is upright. Okay. So so they're wanting to bring something whole together, okay? And they're definitely not seeing the entire picture. So there's a lot of truth and a lot of facts and honesty that they're not actually seeing at this very moment. But they're definitely feeling like if there is more power in two, then why wouldn't we do that? Like, why are we still sitting here? So that is a balance that they're trying to get into. That is something of a connection that has brought the two of you together. They do know the answer to kind of specifically like why they're not seeing the truth, why they're not deciding to do something about it, and they're going to evaluate this. And you are like you're in a place where you were not going to date. So you were almost actually like not even dating this specific person. So I don't know if you were where you were as far as love and emotion and feeling, but you feel like you have lack of connection anyway. So when you have lack of connection, you got somebody coming in here thinking you guys would be a powerhouse if you connected, then of course, Aries, why wouldn't you be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Relationship strength. We're going to find some strengths here. Okay. 8 of Cups upright, 7 of Cups upright. So this has a lot to do with communication. It has a lot to do with feeling and emotion. This is definitely something of pleasure, obviously. As far as your strengths, though, you had a changed feeling when dealing with this person. Okay. So there is a changed feeling. So I'm definitely getting the vibe that you've already dealt with this person. You guys were pretty quick and that moving forward motion and quick to get back into it. Okay. You did have an end of the relationship with this person, and that actually is strengthening the relationship. Yeah. And the fact that you're seeing the whole picture this time, you're like, I'm going to see the whole picture. I'm not going to not think he's, he or she is, just completely beautiful and golden and good, because like the shadow is there, and we can't ignore the fact that these people come in two different styles, like, and they blend, and you can't just like be like, yeah, just going to watch the good. No, you got to watch both of them though, if you want to be with this person. Okay. So you are doing that. You are in that place. So strength coming from their end is that wishful thinking. Okay. So they decided to make this not a tough choice. They do, however, have one more option. Now, that doesn't mean that it is an option that's a human. It could be a job. It could be all sorts of things that kind of makes it like 3 people, but there is more than one option, or there was more than one option here. Maybe. Yeah. So a little bit of deception or illusion around this person. Not as grand as you would think that they are, okay? And they get very overwhelmed by emotion, so they won't last long like they probably didn't before. Okay, moving through, let's find out what this relationship needs, or is this relationship going to be strong, successful? Where are we at? Cups again. So we got cups in reverse, cups in reverse. So there is some sort of lack of emotion, lack of love, because this whole card set is full of cups, but they're all in reverse. That's just indicating to me that there's either a delay or a resistance, or bogged down by old scars or old wounds from the past. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that there is nothing here. It just to me, it feels like there's some lacking, especially when it comes to substance. So that's coming from your end. You're feeling like this will be successful if you have substance, okay? But there's a lot of depression here. There's a lot of addiction. So addiction meaning addicted. You could be addicted to candy corn. You could be addicted to cocaine. You could be addicted to tarot cards. I mean, you name it. Whatever your addiction is, it gets into the middle of things and creates non-success, okay? But there is a sulkiness that comes from your end of things, Aries, and this unrealistic thinking. So we're definitely in that cups, but again, it's that lack of or resistance again, because we have old wounds, and that's fine. As far as their side of things, to make things successful, or is it going to be successful? Nothing in this relationship is going to feel as expected or as much as you guys thought it was going to feel. So when you take this type of thing on, depression, addictions, habits, unrealistic emotion on your end, Aries, and unrealistic expectations and views on their end. So I'm going to say no, but I am not the leader of the couple plan. Like, I'm not the one who says go on couples, go on a wedding, go on a baby. I'm just the tarot card reader. These are just things that you need to acknowledge as Aries, okay? As an Aries, you got a lot of shit burning here. Are you going to be able to maintain that fire with this person around? That's all I'm saying. I don't know what that means, but there it is. Okay. I'm going to get one last card. Oh. Okay. One last card here. Let's find a good sort of moving inspiration of action here to kind of move through this relationship. Currently, though, they're just definitely, they're vibing you. They're ready to lead, but they're going to get overly overwhelmed, overly emotional, and they'll get upset, and then they'll quit leading, and you'll be like, what the fuck? Okay. So in this situation currently, if you are to provide any type of success in this relationship, you need to let go of your fucking ego. Let it go. Nobody will see it. Nobody will know. It's all okay. Let it go. That's going to allow you to move and function in this relationship. Otherwise, it's probably not going to last very long. I mean, it could be near an end, but that is a lot of cups and a little bit of fire. Girl, woo! Okay. All right. We are going to move on over to our Taurus. So let's get into Taurus's reading. I'm going to go ahead and, timestamp it, of course. If I don't timestamp it, people will ask. Timestamp it. Let me see. Okay, let's get started with Taurus. I'm going to do a few shuffles for Taurus, finding out currently the current thoughts on Taurus's person. So who is on Taurus's mind, though, currently? And how do they feel about Taurus? How does Taurus feel about them? That's what we're going to find out. Get a few shuffles in here. We're going to find out current feelings and emotion, getting into the strength of whatever this relationship might be, and some things around it that might weaken it. Who knows what brought them together? Why did they get together? What's going on? Okay. And we're going to find out if it's successful or not. Okay. So, Taurus, who's on your mind? All right. Are you ready? All right, so we got this Queen of Pentacles that is in reverse, as well as our Five of Swords in reverse also. Now, whatever this is, it's just now starting to kind of open up, okay? There was a lot of heavy expectations straight out the gate, whatever this is. Currently, they're feeling like very heavy about it and very unfocused when it comes to Taurus, okay? And Taurus is in a place where if you cannot love you, Taurus, you are not you have no ability to love other people. And if you go out loving people when you're not in love with you, you're fucking them. I mean, they're going to be screwed every single day, not in the good way. Okay. I don't mean to be grotesque, but that's just what it is. You are probably dealing with Sagittarius. You could even be dealing with I'm going to go with air sign here. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. In specific, Sagittarius is lighting up also as of right now. I don't know why. Earth sign. Sorry. Let's go with earth sign. Earth sign and air sign. Let's do this. Okay, perfect. All right, so this is the vibe that I'm getting from the situation. We're going to find out the feelings in the situation also. Okay, so this person is feeling like there's some shadiness going on as far as Taurus. Okay. They're just going to pass the blame to you, though. So this could actually be some sort of a breakup, or this could be and this is the reasoning for the breakup. They're just going to blame you, illusions or not, if it's made up or not, I don't know. But it's past blame. And these secrets these secrets keep coming out, but that may have more to do with them because they're actually just blaming you for whatever the situation is going on here. Okay. And as far as Taurus, you were definitely impulsive when you were dealing with the situation. You were in love with not a real thing. It wasn't a real person. They were making it up along the way. Okay. So you were trying to be as mature as possible during this, but you got really immature and you feel like they are immature. So why the fuck would you be mature? Okay. Emotionally, you felt like you were in love with them, but that is not love, especially if I'm getting that this is ended or ending. Yeah, they won't even hear you. And that feeling is definitely something that you're upset about, okay? Because they won't hear anything that you have to say. They don't really give two shits. Okay, let's find out relationship strength. So we're going to find out what brought you two together and what kind of kept you moving forward, okay? 3 of Cups, that is in reverse. So it was like exciting at first, okay? So the connection, when you both got into this connection, it was almost like, it's weird. It was almost like you were just trying to bring something together here, okay? And you were definitely trying to learn from the past, but it's like you keep failing. Because you keep repeating and you keep dating the same people. Yeah, there was some failure here. Definitely hopeless in the current situation. It definitely coming to an end here. And it wasn't working. But if you both would not have rushed into it during the very beginning connection, this might have had a little bit of a chance, or you, Taurus, might have had a chance to get the fuck out of town. Because this individual, again, there's something different or specific that they were not expressing to you, and that is being brought up here. Definitely. Weird. All right. We're going to find out, would this be successful? Okay. So got the Page of Swords reverse, Queen of Wands that is in reverse also. Okay. Okay, so the spark in the relationship in general is out. Okay, there is no same energy as when it was first brought in. So the energy that they were giving you in the beginning, Taurus, is something that they lacked near the end. And that was an issue for you. And you felt like definitely that this was ending. And so you started actually maybe talking shit to them, maybe messaging them, maybe saying some things to them, but you were very defensive at this point. You were fucking over the game playing because there was tons of game playing going on. Trouble, trouble, trouble. And that's all you kept thinking. The energy in the relationship was not withholding though. And they don't feel like they had to show up anymore. They don't feel like there was a whole bunch of that because they felt like you were just defensive. You were just tired. You were burnt out. You were upset. Whatever you were, they didn't want to show up for it. But little did they know is Taurus is that you were already going through something because of the way that the spark was dying out and the energy wasn't being given to you. That's why they were upset. It wasn't anything other than that. There was some manipulation going here. So this definitely either ended or is ending. Cups, swords, wands, swords. Yeah, so there was a lot of illusion here. I'm feeling like it was almost like you thought there was a lot of logic and creativity when you first kind of got into this. You could have even thought that this was going to kind of put you in a different place communicative wise, as far as like two people coming together. But this is more fantasy than it was theory. Okay, I am going to say that because this was bullshit. Okay, bullshit. All right. Let's give you some inspired action to move through this breakup or to move through afterward, okay? Because this is ended or ending. Let's figure this out. All right. So the idea to get you past this breakup or within and around it and get the fuck you out of there, get it out of there, get you out, go, is the fact that you need to carry an energy of you are not alone. You are not alone in this. You have never been alone in this. You've got you, but you probably have support, okay? But I need to remind you that you are not alone. And as long as you're pulling through with that energy or that type of action, you won't be fucked with. I mean, you will. People will try, but, you know, they can try. They can do what they want. All right, Taurus, please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot as you check out and tune on out. Check out all that social media. Share, like, and follow on all this. Other than that, we're going to get started with our Geminis. We're going to get into our Gemini reading. And I think I'm going to switch my cards up. Okay. Alrighty, let's get going. So, Gemini, who is currently on your mind? And what is it that they want you to know? Or what is it that you need to know? Or what do you want to tell them? It could be friendship, relationship, coworkers, your dog, you know, buddy down the street. I don't care what it is or who it is. I'm going to read it for you. And I can't promise it'll be nice, but I can't promise it'll be mean. Okay? Should never be mean. It should shake you, though, a little bit. All right, let me timestamp for Gemini real quick. Time stamped. Look at that, getting all fancy dancy with it. Okay. All right. All right, you're feeling extremely lucky, Gemini. You feel as if like you might have hit the jackpot on a certain someone, okay? And they also feel about the same. They're definitely thinking that you're a pretty rad individual also, but yeah, there's a lot of creativity within this relationship. And a lot of feeling as if it could be daring. It's almost like kind of going out on a limb, maybe. And it's like, do you have limits? Because it could be a dangerous relationship if you don't think that you have any limits in this situation, okay? And if you have any doubts going into the situation, you'll want to address them. But with this Magician upright, it's just indicating that this person is feeling the vibes, that they're feeling like you two have everything kind of out in front of you, really. I mean, what more could you want? Kind of a new beginning, new stuff going on. Yeah. You both are feeling, and you're vibing. Currently, you're both feeling really fortunate for the relationship. I don't think there's much else to feel. I mean, it seems really nice at the moment. Okay. Okay, so something that brought you together, some sort of like, could have been some sort of addiction, but you could even be connected because of something toxic, okay? Something that you specifically weren't even talking about. But this is a new start. There's definitely a new beginning, a new start, a fresh, new situation. It's weird. Okay, so the devil upright is just indicating to me that you guys bonded over something specific, or you guys got into a place where you're kind of feeling maybe kind of trapped into hanging out. Maybe something was going on with your addictions and you both have the same addiction. Maybe you met it in some community thing. But with this swords card, this 10 of swords, it's just like we're back to that whole like, is it fantasy or theory? Is this something that is, actually happening? Or are you kind of lighting a fire and walking away from it? Where are we at? Where are you at, Gemini? Let's find out the strengths here. Once we find out the strengths, we'll be able to find out where we're at on like heading out into a relationship of success or not. Okay, so the only strength here really with this 3 of Swords upright, and you have our Knight, no, that's Page of Pentacles. Okay, so normally this Page of Pentacles would be indicating something of, stability, something of where are you state of mind wise, inner child, like maturity wise. This is more of a naive thing that is happening here. So it's almost like that is even a strength. That's a strength because if with this 3 of Swords, there's some sort of heartache happening, and that is not a strength. So that is something that is going to make this relationship fail a little bit here, okay? Let me find out. All right. Okay, so you had, both of you kind of connected with this overcoming something. You both got into a place where you overcame betrayal, grief. You might have even overcame addictions or some kind of trapped feeling, especially with that double energy. But the grief brought you both together. So maybe you're both grieving the same thing. I'm not quite sure, but it was like the strength is, again, you weren't looking. The strength is the silver lining and the heartache. The strength is for sure this heartbreak and this hurt, which is odd to me because again, it's only, coming together in a moment of grief. And after you've been dealing with yourself and overcoming so much, that's difficult. That is super difficult to get into a relationship, especially when you've been dealing with shit all along. You're like, oh, here, let me just put this in my backpack because I ain't got nothing else to do here. So that's where you are for that. Let's find out success or not, likely outcome. Where are we at? Where's upright? Queen of Swords, that is in reverse. Okay, so if you were both to kind of be successful in this relationship or have a really good likely outcome, you would have to both be working on yourselves, okay? One of you fears being a leader and the other one's probably not a great leader. So that's not great. And with the father issues over on Gemini's end and some type of lack of discipline when it comes to leading or when it comes to fathering, or maybe he doesn't have a great father or he could be a bad father in general. But if he has father issues, there's definitely going to be thoughts, illusion. There's going to be some added stuff here, okay? And he does stand up for what he thinks he should stand up for. Whether or not that's good, I don't know. But you more or less, you're dealing with somebody, Gemini, who's holding themselves back, okay? So they are working on that, but they're very incompetent when it comes to trying to lead or, draw a design of like, follow me, follow the leader. They're not like super nice either. They were at one time. But again, you guys are meeting at a really odd place. So this is very odd to me. This story is very weird. Okay, let's find out an inspired action to get through and around this relationship. Something to hold on to, some type of energy or intention to push with to get through or by or around. Likely outwork. That's not always a bad thing, though. All right, so. Okay, so in delay or in resistance is this leading by example energy. So that came up a few different times, the leader stuff. Okay, one of you's incompetent leader, and the other one is very scared to lead because they're just not in that place right now. Okay, just be patient this entire go around. Okay, because you could always switch that around. Leading by example is something that you can do all the time, but you have to be being an example. Okay, and be yourself, because that is also in dragging along here too in resistance. You do not want to lack, portraying who you are. If you portray somebody else, they will think that they will think they're duped. Like, you don't want to do that. That's all I'm saying. All right, Gemini. That is the end of your reading. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. When you hit subscribe, you're going to receive all my notifications because you're going to click that bell. And go check out all the social media links in the description box. When you do that, if you like it, share, like, and follow on all of your stuff. And it would be much appreciated. I will be back. I have to head for a few, but I will be back with the rest of our zodiac signs. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday. See you soon.